All right, guys, welcome back into another PGA DFS video. This video is coming out a little bit later, mostly just because that's when the tournament round one finished up. And that's kind of the problem. That's kind of the struggle with doing these showdown videos for you guys, is that, you know, we don't always get to do them at the most optimal time. So I know that this is really going to get a window of like 10 hours. And that's really not good for the YouTube channel. So I just want you guys to know this is for you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, you know, give me a like and subscribe. If you guys are already here, you guys already know what to do. You know, leave a like. That helps the channel out a lot. So I just want to get that through. We are just pretty much going to get right into it. Really have a strong week going so far. Pretty much all the fades are doing poorly, which is nice, except for Hideki. He's doing well, but like Webb, Brooks, English, there's some more in there. Are all doing poor. Scotty Scheffler. You know, those guys were all expected to do poorly, and they all are doing poorly. So that's nice. We like to see that. Surprisingly enough, though, they're not exactly popping up here on the round two showdown board here, so they might miss the cut. Okay, so we'll get into that right now. But man, guys, so like the problem with round two showdown for this tournament is that we have a really strong week going right now. So it's tough to like really go in on these players I'm going to mention here, just because we already had a really good round one and we already have some good lineups going. So, you know, pretty much it's like, why attack the round two showdown? Because you already have a good week going. So you can't really target the players that are due to regress back to their mean, or, you know, what people like to call it progress. You know, there's no real reason to go and target that. So that's kind of the problem with this one. So just get into it. Like, you know, Victor Hovland, he'd be fine, but, you know, he has that afternoon tee time. I kind of want to be targeting the guys that have the morning tee times. That'd be the one I want to go with the most. So, you know, something like Brooks Koepka does make a decent amount of sense here. Brooks Koepka, you know, geez. Really expect to have a better round here. You know, 12th most likely to have a good round in round two. That's the regression there. And then he's the third best showdown pick on the slate. Sam Burns actually had a pretty good day. He's still expected to go out and play well, so we do like that. Paul Casey, someone you guys can use. Someone actually came out of their way on Twitter to ask about Russell Henley, which was very sharp. Good job there, because he is looking like he's going to be a good play. You know, kind of expected to have a decent round, likelihood-wise. You know, top 26, most likely to have a better round. But it's nice to see. It's going to be like a top 7 pick on the round two showdown. So that's really good there. And then there's some players that are popping up here, like Louis Oosthuizen had a good round as well. Jason Kokrat, pretty decent round. But like someone like Harris English, actually expected to have a better round two. Does rank out pretty well. But what I was saying, guys, like Webb didn't have that good of a round one there. He might miss the cut, which does pain me. Both Harris and Webb missing the cut, that's going to be painful. So, like, I'm cheering for them to make the cut, but I'm also like, for DFS purposes, would be huge. He was very high owned, which was weird. I went over this on the live stream. Very weird there. So hoping that he does miss the cut. I hate doing that. I hate cheering. That's where PGA DFS kind of sucks, because these are players that I've rostered like every week, every tournament for the past Webb for the past like 4 years, but English for the past 2 years now. So kind of painful there. Cameron Tringale expected to play well as well, but you know, let's wrap this up. We'll just get into the most likely to win here going into round two. So we do have some of our outright bets live right now, which is awesome to see. Cameron Tringale, Matthew Wolff, both playing well, both, you know, players that I wrote up and put out for free article wise. We also have the top player on the 9-to-5 player pool doing well as well. You know, it could be a good week. Louis Oosthuizen was a player that I was really high on as well. So some other players popping up there. The players that burned us last week, Seamus Power, Adam Shank. Now, they're not guaranteed to even make the cut. You know, everyone's going to have to go low again. I do think the round two is going to play a little bit more difficult as a whole, but at the same time, you probably, if you're sitting at -5 like Seamus Power here, you know, you're probably at least going to have to shoot 1 under par, maybe 2 under par to make the cut. This is playing a lot easier than it typically has in the past. And that's kind of the worry, is that just brings in a lot more variance pretty much. So I could see -5, -6, probably not -7, but it's going to be a low number for the cut. And, you know, some of these players that are popping up likely to win, they gotta keep it together for 4 rounds. So it's definitely interesting there. But that's really all I have for you guys. I do want to make these quick and simple for you guys. I know there's Thursday Night Showdown that I'm competing with here as well. So really appreciate you guys coming in. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe. If you guys want access to that tool and to the lineup builder, because that's all I've been doing is just taking the projections that come in from this leaderboard that I just showed you guys and plugging that into the lineup builder. It's already up there for you guys. I'm just running it pretty much. Changing the exposures a little bit, but it's been very successful doing it. So that's all I have for you guys, and as always, let's keep cashing.